Dude, Iron Banner again?
It's the final week.
But
I'm probably not gonna do it. I don't know. It has pinnacles, but I don't know. I don't really need the pinnacles.
I just feel like Iron Banner
It's been like it feels like it's
ended.
been like every other week. I feel like we've had it 6 times now. I think this is only the fourth though, or third. Third. Yeah, this is the third time.
Damn, dude, I don't know. They need it as much as I thought it was kind of a disappointment and kind of annoying. They need to bring back faction rallies.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, what did we raise? 1.6.
I got my Galaxy Fit in the mail today.
Nice.
Fit E.
Nice. Have you been going to the gym, or have you been slacking?
I've been slacking.
I need to stop.
I need to stop going, or I need to stop slacking.
Stop slacking. Sorry, I've been slacking on food, so my nutrition, which is like literally probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
The official cookbook.
Cookbook?
Yeah, for Bungie.
What?
Yeah, want to cook.
Cookbook for Munchie? What?
Yeah, for these looking to add more Destiny books to their collection, we are very happy to
What
announce.
the fuck? The official Destiny?
Destiny,
The official cookbook?
It-
Volume 3? What?
It's awesome. Of course, there's fried chicken.
Insight editions.
They
author
cook the
Victoria.
corn, like the kernel. How do you cook them? Like,
Oh fuck! They cooked the kernel.
like,
Fuck.
like come on now. It's like he's our mascot.
God damn it.
That's funny. I was just scrolling back up, and I was like, wait up, what's this?
Inspired by characters and locations seem thoroughly expensive. I guess like video game cookbooks are like a thing, or they were a thing like a year or two ago.
I mean, I can understand like anime. It's like, I mean, anime is
Like
very known.
I think it all started with Skyrim. Like once they had started like having like recipes and stuff in the game.
That I could see. I could see like RPG games like that, but like Destiny, like.
I know, right? Like, when's the last time you ate
yeah.
in Destiny?
Yeah. I mean, that would actually be kind of a cool thing, but like I guess.
The only thing I can think of is the ramen shop.
Yeah. Yeah, we've only been there once. Yeah, well, I think it was only once.
3, 2, 1. Greetings, Guardians, and welcome to the Voices of the Vanguard. Today I have with me Sully from Sully Games. Say hello, Sully.
Hello, Guardians.
And I'm going to put my keys over here, and we're going to do the show. So this week, I'm actually trying to figure out a format for the show, because we've just been talking about 12 the whole time.
Yeah, I like the topic thing that you sent me, so...
Yeah, I used to do this for my old show until I stopped, like, really doing it. Like, I used to do this all the time, just make up, like, topics.
No, I really like it, because it gives us something to talk about, and we don't have those episodes like we did, like, last week, where it was, like, just... I think it was, 18 minutes? Something like that.
Yeah, it was pretty short. So this week, I wanted to talk about, first off, the season of Undying. So yeah, just like, what's your thoughts on the season? What's your review of it, basically?
Okay. Do you want me to give that now?
Yeah, you start. Just like start the conversation.
I mean, I think it's been one of the worst seasons by far that we've had. But the one thing I will give them credit for we did get it with the purchase of like Shadowkeep. So like, because what Shadowkeep was $40, I believe, or was it 30?
Shadowkeep, I think it's 30 American.
Okay, so you got it with the purchase of Shadowkeep. So I will give them credit, a little bit of slack for that, like with the content. But I mean, other than that, I mean, the Vex offensive is completely pointless. Like, other than if you want the Triumph, like the seal for the Undying seal, like there is no reason to do Vex offensive whatsoever. Like they could have just had like an exotic to be able to drop from that, and even if it was just an exotic they brought back from
Really,
year
yeah,
one,
yeah. Honestly, there was no exotic tied to that thing at
like,
all,
and
or
just make it a
anything.
random drop to where like there's a reason to grind it. I mean, but other than to get your power engram from it, like
Yeah,
no, there's no need to go in there and play it, and it's really not that enjoyable. It's super easy. Um, Definitely, I thought it was a letdown. I was really excited for it when it was being talked about and being uh, brought into action. And I'm a big fan of like horde mode type modes, and I'm just like, all right, this is boring. Like, there's no point. So
it's very
hopefully,
boring.
we see some better content coming in the next season. So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, mine are pretty much up there with you. Easily the worst season. Like even season of the Drifter, I wasn't a big fan of, but that at least had some story implications with the Drifter and like the Nine and all that.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. But this, like, it was nothing. Like the Vex Offensive is this an easier version of the Menagerie. It's brain dead easy. Like
Yeah, it really is.
you can just get carried through it like no problem. Like the first and second stage, there's no difference between the two other than there's just more oracles to shoot, I guess.
No.
They call them oracles, but whatever. Yeah, the added addition of like the champions and stuff, like I don't know, you'll sometimes group up with people and no one will have the weapons on, like the right weapons on for
Yeah.
that. Because they're grinding out whatever they need to grind out. So that's like pretty stupid. I didn't do the final assault, but from what I can tell, it's basically the exact same thing. They just swapped out the enemy type, and it's actually even easier because the enemy has less health. Like Hydra's like have less health in inventories. It's just known.
Yeah, it's just pointless. It really.
Yeah,
But as I
it's
said,
really
luckily,
disappointing.
it wasn't an additional cost. It did come with Shadow Keep, so like that's where I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm not super complaining about Season of the Undying just because like it came with the purchase of Shadow Keep.
And the
But
thing is that
this isn't what's to come with the next two seasons.
The thing about the final assault though, I guess this is why some people were hyped for it. I knew like I had a feeling going in it wasn't going to be anything different other than a boss swap. That was just a feeling I had.
Yeah, no, I was actually kind of right there with you.
But the reason why I believe people were hyped up for it was because behind Okora they're building the Vex Gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's thought was like, oh, they're gonna use the Vex Gate. We're gonna like, are Vex gonna come in? Are we gonna go somewhere else? Is it gonna be a different location? But no, it's not. Like, I wonder if they're gonna keep that Vex Gate around and use it for something else. Like maybe something else will happen at the end of the season. But like, I have no idea. If that Vex Gate was only for that, I feel like that's just like a lost opportunity.
They do actually mention that in TWAB. It's the impact of your victory has not been made clear just yet, but in time you will learn more about how this will further evolve the world as we translate into the next season. So maybe we see a little bit more. We kind of get more of an understanding of what's going on with this Vex Gate. But
yeah, I hope it's not just for those.
Yeah, I think it's gonna lead into something for the next season or whatnot. So.
Yeah, so I guess other than the Vex Offensive stuff, that was pretty much the only thing for the season, other than the season pass.
Yeah, I think there was. I think we got 6 new legendary guns.
Yeah, we got new exotics and legendary.
And then we
two,
got
2 new legendary guns from the season.
Did we get 2 exotics from the season, or just 1?
It's kind of hard for me to
Because
discern what's the exotic from this season and what's Shadow Keep.
That's why it's so confusing to kind of like break. I know for sure we got 1 exotic, and that was Leviathan's Breath.
Maybe it's Leviathan's Breath was the exotic for the season?
Yeah, I know for sure that was. I don't know if Xenophage, if that was. I think that was Shadow Keep.
That and Monte Carlo was probably Shadow Keep?
Correct.
I have no idea.
Yeah, so we'll say we got 1 exotic.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been pretty disappointing.
Yeah.
But
I mean, and I said they could have tied an old exotic from D1 and put that into Vex Offensive, And
Yeah, a
I
lot of
would
people were
have
talking about
been-
some of the old guns, like Vex Mithla class and stuff like that.
Yeah, Fatebringer was another one. I know a lot of people were hoping maybe that they saw.
Imago Loop.
Yep.
So what else? Vex Offensive, Final Assault, lack of future roadmap. So yeah, I was actually watching Kakis HD,
Okay.
and he made a really good point about how there's no future roadmap. Like last year, we actually had a roadmap for all 3 seasons, and I don't know if like they're intentionally just like leaving, like they're trying to keep stuff secret from us.
I think they are, because I think with on how they're trying to make like the Destiny universe like evolve throughout the season. I don't think they want to necessarily maybe give away something.
Mm-hmm.
So like, because we do know the next season, correct?
We just know the name, the Season of Dawn.
Okay, so like they probably just don't want to try to give away hints to what could be happening throughout the season, would be my guess, and they want to try to keep everything secret.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have an issue.
That's the only
with
reason
that.
I could. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think about is they just want to keep it a surprise.
Yeah, I don't really have.
Especially since like they're doing a lot of teasing. Like we saw in the like one of the Vidocs, it's like fix the timeline was one of the things, and it's like got everyone speculating.
Yeah,
I think that's probably what they're trying to do, but it's just
and I
with
think a
the
lot of
lackluster season of Undying, it's
Yeah.
it's a little like concerning. But
no, I agree, but I also think sometimes like when you let information out there and like the general public has it, and especially like for like Destiny lovers, like we sometimes kind of overhype things
mm-hmm.
in our minds,
like the Vex Gate.
yeah, and then we're let down. So I think sometimes kind of keeping things quiet till like the last minute possible and announcing what it is, I think that kind of helps eliminate the possibility of people overhyping something that they think a $10 value content should be, $30 because we know about it, and we just kind of on Twitter we're all talking about what to expect, and then most of the stuff doesn't happen because it's $10 worth of content. It's not a new DLC. It's not going to be Shadowkeep. It's not going to be Forsaken.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's planned from Bungie. So
like I didn't mind Season of the Forge or Opulence. Like I thought those two were pretty good. So if we get something like that in December, I'd be pretty happy with it.
Same. I think honestly, Season of the Drifter was actually fairly good. It was just that they forced us to play Gambit so much.
And Reckoning.
Yeah. Where it was
like I don't mind playing Reckoning. Like I kind of like I like the third tier.
Yeah.
But doing that as many times as they want me to do it, I'm not doing that.
Because like spoilers, like that whole like quest line with the Drifter, like choosing the Vanguard or choosing him was fucking awesome. Like I thought that was like a really cool storyline. Like to be able to.
I thought there was some pretty good stuff there, but it just wasn't fleshed out as much for me. Like,
yeah.
Like I thought there was a lot of cool backstory with the Drifter and like where he came from and like how he has trust issues and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all that kind of stuff was really cool.
Yep.
I don't know if you've done both sides or not.
Have not.
Well, it's kind of like it's basically like the same ending.
Yeah.
The only real difference was that Drifter ended up calling you a snitch in Gambit, and that you got enhancement cores throughout that season if you picked Vanguard.
Okay.
It's pretty funny. Yeah. What else? What have we been grinding for? So I don't know. I'll start off so you can put your mind to think about what you want to say. But for me, I've actually been trying to grind out Luna's Howl this season because I feel like the Crucible is the best it's ever been in a long while. I feel like I know the single player glory matches are pretty good. Freelance mode.
Yes, I agree.
I don't know if you're still here or not.
I am.
Okay. But I'll keep going. Oh, wait. Oh, I think you might be bad. I'll keep going. So yeah, I'm only on the part. I only need to do like 2 or 3 more things. Like do quick play matches and then get 100 headshots, and then that's pretty much it. Because I'm already at Fable 3. I got to Mythic 1, and then I lost a bunch of matches, and I'm back down to Fable 3. So, yeah, surprisingly, I'm grinding for something that's not in the season, but something that I feel like I have a better chance at getting.
No, I agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, because that freelance comp was easily the best thing that was added in Shadowkeep. Like, I mean, for people that aren't, like, really good at Crucible and PvP, they now have, I think, a chance to go out and get some of these comp weapons. And especially if you don't have people to play with, like, you're able to hop in and you can, it's pretty easy to get
It siphons off
recluse.
all the people that are, like, really good at PvP, basically. Like, at least in groups, because they can coordinate, and while you're on your own, you can't really coordinate.
Agreed. So yeah, I think it's definitely the best time.
Yeah, so what have you been up to?
Really, I've just been kind of grinding. I got Recluse.
So I might already say that.
Just grinding that. Now I think I'm going to try to grind out the Undying seal. I mean, there really isn't a weapon that I'm trying to grind for. I think I'm going to just try to grind out and get that seal before it's too late and I don't have a chance to get it.
Yeah. I just need the weapon kills and I just need the Undying kills.
Same.
Like I feel like I got a good weapon from each, or well, like I have a good roll for like the good weapons already. So like subjunctive, I have a pretty good one. Ancient Gospel, I have a pretty good one. So so yeah, let's hop into the TWAB this week. So as you've mentioned already, Festival of Lost has been wrapped up. Season pass holders can join Vex Offensive and Transmat the finished portal from the tower to summon and defeat Undying Minds from different timelines. Impact of your victory has not been made clear yet, but in time you will learn more about how this will further evolve the world as we transition to the next season. And then solar shifts. So next season they're shaking up the solar subclasses. They're reworking the ability, some of the subclass ability trees. I'm gonna skip what the devs say because it's essentially what we're gonna talk about anyways.
There's a lot.
So Gunslinger, Way of the Sharpshooter, bottom path. So traditionally, Way of the Sharpshooter has mostly been used in specific PvE activities, almost exclusively paired with Celestial Nighthawk. We wanted to move Way of the Sharpshooter to be something players want to choose more often for a wider range of abilities or activities. To do that, we needed to differentiate both the Golden Gun, 3-shot, and 6-shot. For 3-shot, they've increased the auto-aim distance and reliability when aiming down sights. Hallelujah.
Right.
As it fulfills the role of long-range accuracy. For 6-shot, we shortened the damage fall-off range to emphasize short-range gunfighter role with a lot of kill potential. While it still can perform at longer ranges, it may take an extra shot to get the job done. So you want to use that for more close-range PvP combat.
Yep. Which I think that's the PvP subclass anyways.
Yeah. So blah blah blah. We've made other changes to the way that allow to help keep its potency, like adding new explosive procs knife that can stick to surfaces and detonate when enemies pass nearby. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
It's kind of like the trip mine. All up, we want Way of the Sharpshooter to feel more active and rewarding for players who can fill the role of a sharpshooter by taking down enemies with accuracy and precision. New weighted knife. So high damage knife throw with a long wind up. Travels at high speeds, bounces once, and does extra damage to the head. Precision shot, final blow, recharge the melee completely, and will do a one-hit precision final blow in PvP.
Finally. Love it. It's an ad that they've needed for a while.
Yeah. For sure. Practice makes perfect. Quality of life lasts longer. but gives a bit less energy per second. Precision hits grant 2 stacks. I don't remember what practice makes perfect is. Do you?
I believe it increases reload speed, doesn't it?
I don't know. So new knock 'em down precision final blows. Increased weapon stability and ADS speed. Timer starts at 10 seconds, but any additional final blow assists can increase it up to 25 seconds. Casting your super with this buff above 20 seconds consumes the buff and grants extra damage. Does not stack. So let's do that.
It increases super recharge rate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Line them up. Old perks from the crowd pleaser are now part of this perk. Golden gun can cause precision damage and precision shots generate orbs of light, which is pretty cool. Sunbreaker, Code of the Devastator, middle path. Titans who adhere to the Code of the Devastator want nothing more than to crush their foes with smoldering hammers. We want them to see their dreams. When our data indicated the subclass was underperforming in PvP, we decided to make a few changes that should enable it to be more competitive. The Roaring Flame perk has received a significant buff to its bonus damage, and the buff now lasts 25% longer, making it easier to build and retain stacks between encounters. The base damage of Throwing Hammer melee ability has increased. Nice. It is now very lethal in PvP while you have Roaring Flames active. I wonder if that's a one hit when you have Roaring Flames active.
I've actually been seeing a lot of people here lately actually running that in PvP and in PvE, like when I've been running strikes. So.
Yeah. I think there's something that like, oh, it's the season. So like, you know how each
oh yeah, the subclass thing.
Yeah, you need melee kills or like solar melee kills. So like, if you throw your hammer, that counts as a melee kill.
Okay, that's probably why.
Yeah. So then you just run up, pick up your hammer again, and throw it. So like, it's a really fast recharge on your melee kill, or melee abilities. Yep. So in addition, once you throw your hammer and it's lying on the ground, you don't have to get quite as close to pick it up. That's pretty cool.
Yep. Finally,
we tuned the super in a number of ways. For starters, Burning Maul now lasts longer, giving you more time to use it strategically instead of spamming the slam button. And then in parentheses, Titans. All we want to do is smash, right?
Right.
We also increased the height of the heavy slam explosion. Nice. So the super should feel much more potent against airborne enemies. That's the gist of it. But here are more details. So before I say that, the hammer, I kind of wanted an exotic that'll like bring my hammer back to me.
Like Thor.
Like Thor. Yeah, I want to be Thor. I don't know if that'll just break it
that's
entirely.
A good idea, I think. Honestly.
But yeah, I want to have like the ability to get it back somehow, like, without running up to it.
No, that would actually, and that would make that subclass. I think more people would use it more just because in PvP, like.
Yeah, I just don't want that to be broken, you know.
I guess yeah, that would.
Yeah. Yeah, so here are more details. Throwing Hammer increased the impact damage from 100 to 120, increased hammer pickup radius from 2 meters to 3.5 meters. I'm surprised they're using meters. It can't possibly be miles. That's way too long. That's way too large to be miles. Adjusted hammer throw animations to fit a more damaging attack. Alright. Probably longer wind up. Roaring Flames increased the damage bonus from 10% per stack to 25% per stack in PvP. And increased duration from 15 to 20 seconds. This might be the next bottom tree.
It might be.
It increased the duration from 21.2 seconds to 28.5 for the super. Light attack reduced the light attack energy cost from 5% to 3%. Adjust the animation so that it flows seamlessly into chained light attacks without stopping. That's cool. Heavy attack, ground slam attack now detonates when it detects enemies above it. Detonation radius was increased to make landing attacks more consistent. Increased energy cost from 6 to 8. So there's your downside. So here we go. Dawnblade, Attunement of the Sky, top path. With Attunement of Sky, we wanted to push its air superiority gameplay further. When we initially released this path, its movement capabilities were tuned around the original Destiny 2 gameplay experience, which was much slower and more deliberate without positioning. However, over time, this movement needed to adapt to the new sandbox. We want to give you the gameplay experience that the fantasy begs for. Flying angel who can maneuver with grace and destroy its foes below. Now, before we get started, I wanted to touch on one thing. To accomplish our goals, reworking the air superiority role, we needed to differentiate between the two Dawnbreak paths from one another. As such, we reduced the speed at which the burst glide accelerates players in Daybreak. We know this is a controversial change, but we wanted to reserve air superiority gameplay for the Tomb of the Sky, and the burst glide speed was blurring the lines between both Daybreak paths. Icarus dashes, while in Daybreak, have increased speed and thrust to recapture the burst glide gameplay for those running air superiority path. We hope that while this change is different, you still feel as fast as before. But with maybe a bit more expression behind the speed, the rest of the changes are below. So I never really used Icarus dashes all that much. Like, I never really used the Dawnblade.
I do know, like, Dawnblade. I know a lot of people say that was probably easily the most OP
Yeah.
subclass, maybe in PvP. I mean, definitely right below bottom tree striker.
Yeah, because you can get your super, like, anything that got your super back while you were killing enemies was
and just be like
good.
You flew so quick across the map too.
Yeah.
So
new Celestial Fire. It's a melee. Send a spiral of 3 explosive solar projectiles. Heat rises. Rework. Consume your grenade to extend glide time and dramatically reduce the in-air accuracy penalties for weapons. Winged Sun. Another rework. Fire weapons use Celestial Fire and throw a grenade while gliding. Airborne final blows grant melee energy and extend the duration of heat rises. Icarus Dash. Like, there's a lot of these abilities that I just don't even use, you know? So Icarus Dash rework. Tap crouch twice to dodge in midair. Dodging in Daybreak accelerates players farther and costs less super energy while under the effects of heat rises. Add a note: due to the nature of these reworks, Wings of Sacred Dawn received a buff where it gains 15% damage resistance while Tome of Dawn is active. There are a whole swath of changes we're working on to extend beyond these 3 subclasses. Most of the solar subclasses had some tuning, and some non-solar subclasses got a bit of quality of love, quality of life love. We hope that with these changes, you feel energized playing any solar subclass, regardless of activity. And then, Final Howl, you know, Iron Banner's coming back, so complete your stuff.
Yay, Iron Banner. Again.
Gotta love Iron Banner. Again.
It just seems like, because it happened... Yeah, I guess, I mean... It's just been 2 weeks since we haven't had it, so...
I don't hear you at all. You're stuck.
Really?
It's funny, I switch over to this, like, server, and you're still having issues.
Yeah, I'm even at a ping out of 23.
Hey, you're back.
Am I?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you want to repeat what you said?
I said it's been 2 weeks, I guess, since we've had, or this would be the 3rd week since we haven't had Iron Banner, because I was on vacation. The last week we had Iron Banner, that's been 2 weeks now. So, yeah, I guess it's about that time, but it just seems like it's been so frequent.
Yeah, it does feel like that. So gaming and giving. This is about Bungie's Foundation, iPads for Kids program, and Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Game to give. In 3 weeks, we all raised 1.6 million. 40,000 plus donors, 5,500 streamers to support the campaign across 104 countries. Yeah.
Very nice.
Good stuff.
Congrats,
Good work,
Guardians.
So let's move on to maybe the weirdest bit of news here. So those for looking to add more Destiny books to their collection, we're very happy to announce that Destiny, the official cookbook, and Destiny Grimoire Anthology Volume 3 are coming in 2020.
That cookbook.
I just want to know what's in this cookbook because there's not a lot of food in the Destiny universe.
I mean, obviously chicken and ramen.
Chicken. Ramen. Yep.
That's about it.
That's about it.
And raisins.
So in collaboration with Insight Editions, author Victoria Rosenthal, Destiny's first official cookbook is filled with recipes inspired by the characters, locations seen throughout the expansive universe. So it's inspired by the characters and the locations. We're gonna get like Ikora's favorite food and like Astromir's favorite food.
Interesting.
I don't know, man.
It's kind of how I am.
Here's how you make Vex milk.
Oh God.
So Destiny Grimoire Anthology Volume 3 is coming in 2020, next edition of the popular Grimoire series. I have the second book. I haven't read it yet, though. I've read half of the first one. I need to finish reading. These lists will be available in the Bungie store and booksellers, or other booksellers. Stay tuned for more details. So next update. Tip of the spear. Destiny 2 on Stadia. This week, Destiny 2 collection launched on Stadia.
Lovely Stadia.
Did you hear what I had to say about Stadia?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not. I'm sure it was wonderful.
Yeah, there was just a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of issues with Stadia. Surprising. I know.
Yeah, they're just talking about Stadia. I can just skip past this.
Yeah, because I don't
Stadia's
think...
not that important.
Yeah, I don't really see it being that
If you're listening to this or watching this and you have Google Stadia, please email me, thomas@chargeshot.com, and tell me what you think about it. That's how I'll know, like, who actually has it and listens to this. So, PC migration for Forsaken licenses since Destiny 2 launched on Steam last month. We've monitored from players, provided feedback, PC migration. A thorough investigation, we believe, we resolved the issue, which was preventing a subset of PC players from transferring their Forsaken licenses. Players who previously encountered this issue should just reinitiate migration at their PC move page. Thankfully, I did not run into this issue. I don't know anyone that actually did. There might have been like one or two people. I've seen that. Yeah. Destiny 2 known issues listed below are emergent issues being investigated in Destiny 2. The Meta multi-tool catalyst will not drop for players who win a competitive Crucible match at the Legend rank if they are playing with clanmates, and the Catalyst Seeker clan rank bonus is active. To mitigate this, yeah, that really sucks. Like, imagine getting the Legend and then like you're just playing with your clanmates, it still doesn't drop. We recommend that players seeking this catalyst play solo or team up with friends who are not in the same clan. Alright guys, I need you to leave the clan and this will win a game.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Black armoring keys cannot be used or deleted if the mysterious box has already been completed. Some players may experience an issue where blank items from the Festival of Lost are taking up slots at their Postmaster. Ooh, that's a good... I should check on my candy and stuff and see what's up with that.
Yeah,
for the latest of... Okay, yeah, so for the latest issues, just visit their known issues thread.
And they are active, really active on that forum.
And that's about it.
That is it. Then we'll get to TWAB on Wednesday, or no. So I'm gonna guess we're gonna, on Tuesday we're gonna get to TWAB.
The TWAB.
Yeah. This week at Bungie, TWAB.
Yeah, that's every Thursday.
Yeah, next week we're getting it on Tuesday.
Oh. Where does it say that?
At the end.
Oh shit, I didn't even read that.
Yeah, because Thanksgiving's next week.
Oh yeah, next week. Yeah, that's true. So yeah. Unless you have anything else to say, I guess we'll just end the show here. So.
No, I'm good. I'm really hungry right now, so
Yeah, I have my dinner sitting next to me this whole time.
I'm ready.
Sully, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and on Mixer at Sully__games.
And you can find me, your host Thomas, on Twitter, CHG Thomas. I'm also on Twitch, Kane Plays Stuff. You can email me, thomas@trashot.com. Also check out the Trashot Gamescast, where me and a couple friends talk about the video games we've been playing and the things going on in our lives.
It's a good podcast.
And we're also on Spotify, so you can check us out there. It's pretty cool. Leave us a review on iTunes. And until then, guys, eyes down, Guardian.
Very nice. Very nice. That was a good episode.